So hello guys, welcome to today's video. And in today's video, I'll be taking you through a step-by-step guide on how you can draw your support and resistance levels. So no matter which strategy you trade, if you are unable to draw support and resistance levels, still you won't be able to understand that strategy and that strategy won't work for you. Because when it comes into forex trading, crypto trading, stock trading, anything you are trading, the most important thing is being able to identify your support and resistance levels. This is also known as your demand and supply levels. Being able to understand them makes everything easier for you. So I've already created a video that will cover the whole of that process of understanding everything that has to do with those levels. So before we get started into today's video, I just want to take you through and show you. So this is the video here. This video here will actually take you through everything you need to know about those levels. So for this particular video today, I'm just going to show you how you can draw those levels and then also get your tradable levels, because drawing the levels is different from getting tradable levels. So now without further ado, I say let's get straight into today's video. Let me show you how you can draw those levels. So hello guys, now I'm going to take you through the first part of this video. Will literally take you through how you can draw a support and resistance zone, and then the second part of this video will be showing how you can actually get your tradable zone. So we'll have drawing your normal zones and getting your tradable zones. So now when it comes to drawing your support and resistance level, the first thing most people do that I see that is a big mistake is that they will say, oh, I'm a day trader, so I'm just going to go down to the 15 minutes and then look at what has happened for the past 15 minutes. Well, I won't advise you to do that. For me personally, I like starting my own from the 4 hours time frame. So at times I do use the 1 day. You can see my favorite time frame from 1 day to 15 minutes, but most of the times I like using the 4 hours. The 4 hours also gave me a clearer view of the recent 4-hour movement, and the recent 4-hour movement could be a good way to actually judge the market. So now when it comes to drawing a support and resistance level, the first thing I look out for is simply looking at the trend of the market. Which direction is the market moving to? So if you look at this one carefully, if you look at pounds carefully, you can see that pounds, this is a pair between British pounds and the Japanese yen. You can see that pounds is on an uptrend, even though it took a reversal from this level here, coming back here. This doesn't mean that it will be a downtrend either, because after this drop down here, after this minor drop down here, we all can see that pounds also took another trend back to the top again. So you can see that pounds is on an uptrend. So the first thing is simply looking at which direction the market is going, because once you are drawing your support and resistance level, one thing you need to put in mind is that, okay, after drawing my support and resistance level, how am I going to trade the market? So we'll cover all of that. So now the first thing here, when you want to draw a support and resistance level, is simply move on to a higher time frame. So if you are a swing trader, you can start from the 1 week, then 1 week and the rest. But if you're a day trader, I always advise you from the 1 day to the 15-minute time frame. That will be very okay for you. So now first of all, let's take a look at the market. Let's take a look at the lowest part the market has hit in recent time, and the lowest we can say from here is simply this level here. This is the lowest I can see. So most of the times I don't like marking with the wicks, so I like using the most serious areas here, which is here. So here is a very clear support area whereby the market always finds support. So now if we should go left, you can see that the market has actually touched here so many times recently. You can see all this area here, the market has actually concentrated it on this area. So we can see that this is a clear support area. Now the next thing we need to mark at is actually looking at another support area possible. So now to look for another support area, where do we see here? Another place here in recent time could be here, or we can say let's use here as a resistance zone. So here's another resistance zone that is currently turned into a support level where the market can't actually hit. So you can see it clearly here. You can see that here is a resistant level. So this one is a resistant level. The reason why it's called a resistant level is because the market couldn't break over it for a while before it actually eventually did. So for here now, I'm not going to mark here as my support level. So for me personally here, I'm going to leave here alone. Reason why I will leave here alone for the 4 hours time frame is that I'm not going to do anything until we get to the 1 hour before I can see if I will make any decision there. So now on that support level, we can actually see here is simply this level. So the reason why I'm more focusing on drawing support levels at this particular stage is because the market is an uptrend. So in an uptrend, you don't look for resistant levels that much. Your main focus is simply the support levels. Where you need resistant level is when you want to place a trade to see where the market has been struggling to break through. So when you are drawing from the back, I always advise put more effort on the support levels. If it's an uptrend, look for the support levels the most. If it's a downtrend, look for the resistant levels the most. These ones will help you do everything more. So after that, now we can see that according to the 4 hours time frame, we've marked the recent most clear support and then the two clear support levels. So now let's look for another level that we can actually pick out here. So the reason why I also mark this level is that you can see there has been so many touches on this level. 1, 2, even though I don't consider the wicks the most, and 3. This is another reason why we mark it as a support level, meaning there have been 3 different touches on this level before it finally made a serious uptrend. So now I'm just going to delete all of this off, and then we are going down to the 1 hour time frame to see if we can still get some resistant level also. So now after the 4 hours, I move straight to the 1 hour for this video sake. So now I'm just going to draw the market together. So you can see that even on the 1 hour time frame, you can see that these are very clear support levels, and then you can see it over here. So now another thing we can mark out here is simply this another new level that was formed on the 4 hours chart. You can see under the 1 hour chart, you can see that this another clear level that was formed before the market took a clear uptrend. You can see it at this very level here. And then so if we look left right now, you can see that this support level was once a resistance at this very range here, 1, 2. Even though they didn't hit it, we can consider it a resistant level because they weren't able to break through it easily until this very level before it went on. So you can see here is simply how I get my support and resistance level. I simply look at the recent areas where the market is making the most move and then draw them out. And then now, for example, after getting these levels as your support and resistance level, the next thing you need to actually look at for is your resistance level. So because the resistance level is what will determine if you want to place a trade here. So for example, this is an uptrend, and then so since it's an uptrend, one of the big mistakes you can do is trying to trade from this very level here like this. It's trying to trade it as a short, as a sell market. Why are you trying? Why would I say trading here as a sell market is wrong? Because this is an uptrend. So in an uptrend, trying to trade sell will be a very big problem because you don't know if the market will continue its trend or it will fall back. So what I necessarily do when I draw my support levels in an uptrend like this is I simply place on the highest level also, which is here is the recent highest level. So you can see here is the recent highest level. So if I want to trade this market personally, based on my own way of trading, I wouldn't trade this market as a sell market. Even though I have believed that the market might drop down, what I'll necessarily do is simply I will patiently wait for the market to fall back to this level again. So when it fall back to this level, then I can use my long position taker to take it back to this level depending on how the market is actually moving. So this is simply how I do this sort of trade. I wouldn't try to risk it going for a sell market because it might continue the uptrend. Imagine you place a sell market at this level here because you had a reason that you place a sell market here. You place a sell market here, and then the market eventually trades back to this level here again, because you can see here is a new level that is gradually being formed at this very place. Let me turn that on to white. Let me turn it to white here. You can see here is a new level that the market is currently forming. So let me get this one off. So here is a new level that the market is currently forming. So assuming you place a long order here, a short order here from this very level to here, and then your stop loss will eventually be around here. Because if you take a look at the left here, you'll be confident that, oh, the market is not going to break through here easily. So you can likely place your short trade here. So what if the market actually trade from here up to this level, and then from this level, then it trade back and then go above again? What will it do at this very level? You have nothing to do again because you saw a signal that is going to go to a downtrend, and then you did not consider the main direction of the market. So when you are drawing your support and resistance level, also put the direction of the market in place so that you don't go and trade an uptrend as a sell market just because you saw a minor sell coming out. So now the next thing you can actually do, now you can move on to the 30 minutes. The 30 minutes to also see another clear movement of the market. You can see on the 30 minutes, you can see that the market is gradually coming down, but then it's not a clear way to actually trade it as a down market. Now 15 minutes, which is the most noisiest part of the market, you can see. So for me, after drawing a support and resistance level like this, I would advise you to trade this sort of market as a sell market, because take a look at the trend. We can clearly see the uptrend here going. So what I'm suspecting is that this market could trade from here to this level, and then go back upward again, come back to this level, and then finally deciding its movement. So another thing you can consider is actually taking a look at your uptrend also. Take a look at the market trend. It's so clear that the market is trying to form an uptrend at this very level, and we can see how clear the uptrend is. So what you can actually do here if you want to trade this sort of market is simply wait for it to come back here, come back, and then the moment it breaks through here, that's to tell you that, okay, the market has set a serious fire of an uptrend, then you can follow that trend. That's simply all about it. So now this is the first part in actually getting your support and resistance level. So now let's look at another pair where we can actually draw this sort of stuff as well. So hello guys, now let's see how we can actually get our tradable options in the when drawing support and resistance level. And for this one, you can see we are in the USD JPY, which is the US dollar and Japanese yen. So now let me show you how I can get a tradable spot in this particular market. So now first of all, as usual, we come to our higher time frame and then draw our support and resistance levels. So you can see this is our greatest resistance level where the market is afraid of. And then here is a support level. You can see the support level here. Because if you go left, you can see that there are so many touches around this level. And then here is another support level again, which is the lowest it has hit in recent time using the 4-hour chart. And then after that, I'm just going to go back to the 1 hour. And then in the 1 hour, I simply want to see how the market is moving clearly. Okay, so we can see that we got the right ranges in the market. You can come and mark here as a resistance level because there's no serious movement in this level. It's simply a ranging system there. So now we've drawn the recent levels that we've spotted so far. You can see these are the recent level. This support level here is a support level showing that the market is going upward. Here is the recent resistance level where the market hit before reversing downward. So now after drawing my support and resistance level like this, the next thing I do is simply looking for a tradable way. How am I going to trade this market? So before I decide on how am I going to trade this market, the first thing I simply look out for is simply which direction has the market moved recently. So to consider the directions, firstly, take a look here. You can see that the market first of all made a downtrend. You can see here is a downtrend. Let me draw it openly. Here is a downtrend. You can see this one is a downtrend. As it makes higher low, then lower low again, and then another lower low here again. And then after that, now you need to consider this other side also. You can see it keeps coming down, keeps coming down, keeps coming down. So this one making it a downtrend. Now after spotting this downtrend, now you look at what the market has been doing recently. So if you take a look at it recently, so let me just change this downtrend. Let me change the color of all of this. Let me give this ones downtrend. Let me make them yellow. Let me give them yellow. You can see this is the downtrend. And then after this downtrend, what did the market do recently? It took an uptrend from this level here. So for the uptrend, let me give it green. Okay, the green is not bright enough. Let me give it a brighter color that you can actually see. Let me give it white. Okay, you can see it makes an uptrend at this very level here. So after this one, after it broke out of this level, then it took an uptrend. So now looking at this uptrend, there's one thing we can actually spot. What do you see here? I see an ascending triangle. I don't know if you also see the ascending triangle. So now let me show you what the ascending triangle is. So now you can see here's the ascending triangle. Let me draw that particular ascending triangle for you to see. From here, take a look at the market from here. You can see the movement of the market from here. This is what we call an ascending triangle. Let me draw the full triangle for you to actually see. Here is the ascending triangle here. Here is it. You can see that the market, it goes up, comes down, goes up, comes down, but gradually is moving upward because the sellers are getting to lose their particular value here. So now once I'm able to spot a downtrend and an uptrend like this. So since the uptrend is still fresh, you can see that the uptrend is very fresh here. So I'm going to consider this market as actually I'm going to consider this market as what I call a buy market. So why will I say it's a buy market? Because the sellers are losing their value. Imagine pushing the market from all this way up. Imagine pushing market all this way to this level and then losing it out to people that are taking it to this level. What does that show? That simply means that the sellers are losing their value. So this downtrend is no longer valid again. Let me go back on that. So this downtrend is no longer valid again. Now what we are looking at for is this uptrend that is currently forming. So now for me to trade this uptrend based on my trading strategy is here you can't enter the market here, because if you should say you want to enter the market here as a buy market from here, as a buy market from this current level, what if the market decide to fall from here downwards again? So now to be safe when trading this sort of signal, once you spot them like this, what you can simply do here is simply wait for the market to actually break out of this line. Wait for the market to break out of this particular line here. This line here, wait for the market to break out. So if I'm to trade this particular ascending triangle here, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to place my buy order here and then my stop loss here. So my stop loss here, what I'll necessarily do is I'll look at the lowest it has actually hit. So now let me draw the lowest here. So here is the lowest here from what I can judge. Let me turn it to red so that I can actually see it. So here is the lowest here. So I'm going to take my stop loss a bit below here. And I put my take profit here. Or I can go above a bit because it's an uptrend, so I don't know how far it can move. So I'll simply put this here. So now, here's where I'm going to enter the market, this very level. The reason is that if the market could make any attempt to break from here to this level, that means that it's going to continue to and eventually hit this very top here. That's simply what the market is showing. So now let's draw the market together, and you can see it clearly. You can see clearly that the last time, let me clear off drawing. Let me delete all of this off to make it look a bit nice, because I don't make my charts this floaty. I always like it when my charts are clean. So if you take a look at it in recent time, after the market fell to this level, it traded to this level before making a downtrend. In case you are not seeing the level here, this is it. It traded to this level before making a downtrend again. So likely that's to show that likely if the market should break above here, it's still going to. So if the market should break above this white line here and get to this particular level here, is still going to trade up to this level again. So this is simply my psychology of trading, simply looking out for possible reasons and where the market is going and then following it upward. So for this ascending triangle here, you can literally see that. Let me go back. From this ascending triangle, we can literally see that the triangle is heading to this direction. The triangle is heading to this direction. So let's just say it's heading like this. And then this particular one is going to close off at this very level here. You can see now you've seen the triangle I'm drawing. So at the closing part, now you can see the triangle. And now let's take a look at the closing part. You can see that the closing part here that I suggested based on my own drawing is almost close to where we say we are going to enter a buy market. You can see it's almost close to it here. So I know at first most of you did not see what I was referring to as a triangle, and now you can actually see it. So once the market eventually break out of here, I'm going to trade this as buy to this very top level here and then get out of the market. That's simply my strategy. So hope you understood everything that has to do with drawing your support and resistance level and then looking for areas to trade. So there are a lot of reversal points that you can look out for. We have the bullish and bearish reversal. So what you can simply do is simply go onto YouTube or go onto Google and simply search for bullish reversal point or bearish reversal point, and then you see so many different sort of reasons on why you should enter trade at a particular level. So for me, one of the favorite I always look out for in an uptrend is the ascending triangle. So once I see a recent downtrend, the next thing I look out for is if there's an ascending triangle, and if I sight an ascending triangle, I say, well, that is the right thing for me. Or if I don't sight an ascending triangle, the next thing I look out for is simply a bull flag. So I simply look out for a bull flag and then trade a bull flag. That's simply what I do. So now I hope you understand everything about drawing support and resistance level and then getting tradable points. So for anything, you can let me know down in the comment section and I'm going to help you out with it. So with that already said, have a nice day. Bye.